17 members and associates of the Hells Angels are facing criminal charges in a violent attack.
Federal agents allege the outlaws sold drugs, traded firearms, and engaged in insurance fraud and even tampered with government witnesses.
We have learned there is cell phone video as well as surveillance video of evidence in this attack.
The U.S. attorney characterized today's raids as historic, the largest federal bust on organized criminal gang activity.
Retaliation is common for crimes involving biker gangs. However, it could happen anywhere because of how interconnected gangs have become nationwide.
The 3-year investigation resulted in 42 federal indictments on a variety of charges, including racketeering, money laundering, drugs, gambling, insurance fraud, and extortion.
There's a bunch of bikers up here, and they're shooting guns and stuff. I need the police now.
But on foot going towards 2nd Street. Okay, receive.
Welcome to this episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we're talking about a sad situation. I don't know if you guys are aware, but there was a crazy accident a while back. I believe it was 2019, where 7 motorcyclists lost their life up in New Hampshire. And the driver of the truck that was driving the guy that was driving the truck was acquitted of killing the 7 people. We're going to talk about it today. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get all my videos every time they drop. Shout out to everybody that watches this show. Again, we hit 15,000 subscribers, and I'm very appreciative for everybody that watches the show. Lindsay, how are you? Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you. We are going to talk about this situation. So 7 people lost their life. These are the victims. It's a very sad situation. They were a part of the Jarhead Motorcycle Club. So we're going to get into this story. It says, man acquitted in biker's deaths in New Hampshire pleads to impaired driving in Connecticut. He's not going to have a great time in Connecticut prison. Trust me. Especially he's from out of state. Oh, they're going to mess with him. I cannot pronounce his name. He has a crazy name. It's like Volodymyr Zelensky or whatever the hell it is. It says the commercial truck driver who was acquitted in the 2019 deaths of 7 motorcyclists in New Hampshire pleaded guilty and was sentenced Monday to driving under the influence in Connecticut a month before the deadly crash, an offense that should have resulted in his license being revoked. Vladimir, whatever his last name is, appeared in Hartford Superior Court and entered an Alford plea, which means he did not admit guilt but acknowledges the state has enough evidence to win a conviction at trial. The plea resulted in a conviction in which he's sentenced to 18 months of probation. He clearly understands the significance of whatever the hell his last name is, his lawyer, John O'Brien, said during a brief court proceeding. Let me show you a picture. This is the guy. So, Vladimir Zosu, whatever his last name is, 29, of West Springfield, Massachusetts, only said guilty and yes, Your Honor, and no, Your Honor, during a hearing. O'Brien clarified it was an Alford plea. He's wearing a polo shirt and a white flannel shirt and black pants. He did not comment entering or leaving the courtroom. He was arrested for driving under the influence in East Windsor, Connecticut on May 11th, 2019. Connecticut officials alerted Massachusetts the Registry of Motor Vehicles that Zuzinski license wasn't immediately suspended due to a backlog of the out-of-state notifications about driving offenses. East Windsor police said they responded to a call about a man revving his truck, then yelling outside of it. Officers said was acting erratically when they got there, including seemingly hyperactive. He failed the field sobriety test and later tested positive for that white stuff, police said. On June 21st, 2019, was driving a truck towing a flatbed trailer in Randolph, New Hampshire, that collided with motorcyclists, killing 7 members of the Jarhead Motorcycle Club, an organization of Marine Corps veterans and their spouses in New England. And that's a sad situation that all these people had to pass away because of this punk. So killed was Albert Mazza Jr. of Lee, New Hampshire, Edward and Joanne Core, couple from Lakeville, Massachusetts, Michael Ferrazzi of Connecticut, New Hampshire, Desmensa Oaks of Concord, New Hampshire, Danielle Pereira of Riverside, Rhode Island, and Aaron Perry of Farmington, New Hampshire. A jury in 2022 found Zizu not guilty of multiple manslaughter and negligent homicide charges. How is that possible? Obviously, he's the one that caused these people's deaths. At his trial, prosecutors argued that Zizu, who had taken heroin, fentanyl, and cocaine the day of the crash, repeatedly swerved back and forth before colliding and told police he caused it. So he told the police he caused this accident. But a judge dismissed 8 impairment charges. He told authorities he did not think he was impaired at the time of the crash. His attorneys said that the lead biker was drunk and not looking where he was going when he lost control of his motorcycle and slid in front of the truck. The lead biker, Mazza, had a blood alcohol level of 0.135, well above the legal limit, which is 0.008, according to his autopsy report. We'll just call this kid Z. So Z, who came to the U.S. as a child from Ukraine, had permanent residency status. So I think he should be deported immediately. He was detained by U.S. Immigration and Customs after 2022 verdict. The judge ordered his deportation, so he will be fighting in the war over there. I can't think of a better person for this to happen to. Deportation orders for 2023, but the U.S. paused the flights to the Ukraine because of the war with Russia. Authorized territory protected status for qualified Ukrainians. Maybe they can undo that and they could bring him over there as soon as possible and he could start serving for his country. I can't think of a better person for that to happen to. Because, I mean, I understand if the people on the bikes were drinking, okay, right? But they didn't deserve to die. This kid is operating a truck. He's clearly under the influence. And he causes all this mayhem on the highway. He kills 7 people. He needs to go. Like, that's it. The bottom line, he needs to go. If you're convicted of a crime and you're from another country, you got to go. So he's going to be out of here. As part of Connecticut sentencing, driving while impaired, Z must perform 100 hours community service and submit random drug tests. If he violates probation, he could be sent to jail for 6 months. He told a New Hampshire judge last year that he had been sober sober for the previous 5 years. I don't know about that. In November, the owner of the trucking company that Z worked for was sentenced to 2 months in prison for lying to investigators after the crash, including falsifying driver's logs to avoid federal highway safety regulations and giving false statement on how long he had known Z for. Wow, so this thing is like they were trying to cover it all up. That's crazy. Don't let the Connecticut prisoners get a hold of this, dude. They will handle him. I guarantee you, they will. He won't have a fun time in prison, not in Connecticut. Nope. So, I believe that's the driver's truck, but he collided into all these bikes and killed 7 people. Like, that's just insane. So the guy on the bottom left is the guy who was in front of the pack when he collided with the truck, allegedly. I don't know how true any of that is. But we know that this kid caused the accident. I mean, if he wasn't drinking, then people wouldn't have died. I got a video to go along with this. Let's check it out. Hit that like button. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. Let's get to it.
Acquitted of the crash that killed 7 motorcycle riders, including an East Providence man, has been convicted of the original DUI charge in Connecticut that should have led to his license being revoked. Vladimir Satxx entered an Alford plea today. That means he did not admit guilt, but acknowledges prosecutors have enough evidence to convict him. The judge sentenced him to 18 months probation.
He'll violate it.
Satxx was arrested for
Ziskowski? Yeah, I don't think that's how you pronounce it there, Chief.
DUI in May of 2019, 1 month before the deadly crash in New Hampshire. Connecticut officials alerted Mass RMV about the arrest, but they didn't immediately suspend his license because of a backlog.
Listen, your license is automatically suspended. You get a DUI. It doesn't matter. Like, what are they talking about? They have an extensive backlog. Your license is automatically suspended. You get caught for a DUI, boom, your license is suspended. It does not matter. Doesn't matter anywhere you go. So all this crap about, oh, there was a backlog, we couldn't tell people that his license. What are you talking about? It's automatically suspended when you get caught driving under the influence or anything. So I don't even want to hear that shit.
New at 6, the West Springfield man.
These people's family needs to go after this guy civilly. Take everything he or anyone around him owns. And they probably can. Because all you got to do is bring a civil case against this kid and they will wipe him out.
Found not guilty of killing 7 motorcyclists in New Hampshire. Will serve 18 months of probation after pleading guilty to driving under the influence a month before that
Big Red, what's
crash. Vladimir Zakowski entered an Alford plea in Hartford Superior Court today. That means he did.
Maureen, how are you? Thank you for joining me. Rah, what's good? Thank you guys all for joining me today.
Entered an Alford plea in Hartford Superior Court today. That means he did not admit any guilt, but acknowledged that the state had enough evidence to win a conviction at trial. He was arrested for driving under the influence in East Windsor in May of 2019. Connecticut officials alerted.
Can they prosecute you again if you're acquitted? I believe they can, right? They can bring it up again and prosecute you again.
To the Massachusetts RMV, but his license wasn't immediately suspended due to a backlog of out-of-state driving offenses. And then 1 month later in June, Zakowski was driving a truck towing a flatbed in New Hampshire that hit and killed 7 members of the Jarheads Motorcycle Club. In 2022, a jury found him not guilty of multiple manslaughter.
No, I don't think they can if he was found not guilty, but they can bring different charges against him.
And negligent homicide charges connected to that incident.
Crazy. What do you guys think of this case? I want to know what you think of this whole situation. We got another case I want to talk about, and this is a wild one. Crazy. So, allegedly, an LA County Sheriff's deputy was arrested for working for the Mexican mafia. Imagine that. Feds charge LA County Sheriff's deputy accused of smuggling 8 into jail. Federal prosecutors have charged Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy with smuggling 8 into a jail where he was assigned to investigate gang crimes. Michael Messier, 39, has pleaded not guilty in federal court to charges he trafficked drugs while armed with a Smith & Wesson service weapon. An attorney representing the deputy, who was released on bail, didn't return a request for comment. Messier was allegedly facing charges in Los Angeles Superior Court that he conspired with gang members to distribute H within the North County Correctional Facility in Castaic. Detectives from the Sheriff's Department Internal Criminal Investigations Bureau arrested Messier as he and his partner left the jail parking lot on April 30th, 2024. Earlier that day, detectives searched a bag that Messier allegedly left inside a police cruiser and found more than a pound of H hidden inside 2 tubes of Pringles chips, according to law enforcement records reviewed. Wow. Messier is accused of trying to smuggle the drugs to an inmate shot callers from the Mexican mafia appointed to control Latino inmates in the county lockup. Jose Rodriguez, a reputed member of the Pacoma Project Boys, a gang that Benji and Jack Boy Triple from Victoria Park gang have pleaded not guilty to conspiring with Messier to bring the drugs into the North County Correctional Facility. Messier told internal affairs detectives that Rodriguez and Tripoli oversaw drug sales, collected extravagant fines from inmates who broke the Mexican mafia's rule. He meted out discipline through beatings. Messier was detailed to operate safe jails, a unit dedicated to investigating suspected gang leaders. Messier found carrying a bag containing $15,000, according to the Internal Affairs report. At his Lancaster home, they found another $10,500 in a sock drawer. Oh man, he is screwed. Hey, it takes all kinds to make the world go around. I mean, you think that these gangs would be that powerful without the police? Come on. They definitely got the cops working for them. It's insane. It's crazy. Mickey Griggs, what's going on? Shout out to everybody. Manny Vitale, how are you? Make sure you guys go subscribe to Manny's show. I was a guest on his show. We did a great interview, and I got an interview dropping with him. He tells a great story, and I'm excited for the future for you, Manny. Go check out his show. I'll drop a link for you guys. My Fight Our Wars, his show. She's already on it. Lindsay's already on it. Thank you, Lindsay. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Manny's show. And the interview with me will be up soon. I got some big news coming. You guys will see some big things happening very soon. And if you guys want to see some exclusive content, join the membership. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. I'm dropping tons of content today, tomorrow. I'm going to be dropping tons of things, so go check it out. If you want to see the interview with the ex-outlaw, I think there's one's out already, part 1. Part 2's dropping tonight, and then so on and so forth. And then I got tons of interviews lined up, but if you want to see the full interview, join the membership. Go to Patreon and join Patreon. There's tons of content over there. You guys will not be disappointed. I can tell you that. And the ex-outlaw, shout out to him. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Biker News Canada. Oh, there's 2 out on members. Don't worry, there's going to be 2 more out on members starting tonight. I'm putting 2 more episodes out on members, and I'm putting the full interview on Patreon. Go check it out. I might just drop all of them on members tonight. I don't know. We'll see. But I got tons of interviews. If you guys haven't seen a lot of the interviews I've done, I got Misfit coming up. Check this out.
Hello, everybody. How you doing tonight? My name is Bob. I'm a retired member of the Outlaws Motorcycle Club in Canada, and I'm chatting with Staxx.
Interview out now. This one's coming
I'm
up.
Thomas Goofy Vestergaard, and I'm chatting with Staxx.
Crazy interview on the way. He's from Denmark. Crazy story. You guys are going to hear it firsthand. Can't forget. We can't forget the Heathens. Shout out to the Heathens motorcycle family. We got more Heathens coming up. Got this.
Hey, I'm
guy.
Misfit, Heathens Desert Crew MF, and I'm chatting with Staxx.
Got that one coming up. And then I got a Heathen from Australia that I interviewed. So you guys are going to see all types of different interviews from different people. And we're going to keep it going. Shout out to Hazmat.
Yo, this is Hazmat, Heathens Motorcycle Family. We out here in sunny Arizona chatting with Staxx.
Chatting with Staxx. We got a lot of content for you guys. I appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch this show. Go check out the content. Share it. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We're going to keep this going. I got a big surprise for you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to tune in. I will go live. Probably around 12 o'clock. So don't miss it. If you guys like this content, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. And if you don't like this show, too bad. Start your own podcast. I appreciate everyone. And remember, don't be a bitch.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.